A tutor who tooted the flute tried to tutor two tutors to toot. Said the two to the tutor, is it harder to toot or to tutor two tutors to toot?
So we're
The
recording
difference
now.
between toot and tutor. Why do you always do that? You capture me when I'm doing my vocal exercises.
Welcome, everybody.
Happy February.
We are back for another episode of Thoughts Explored. I was really trying to get you when you were doing your little run, but you stopped and explained what was going on. So we did not capture that moment. So thank you, my love, for for doing that.
Isn't that special? I need to really pay attention to when you press record.
So anyway, we are back. It's February. And for this episode, so Lex never knows what the topics are.
I'm totally here as the sidekick who is just hearing it for the first time.
So I sometimes I tell her, but then sometimes she forgets. Because we
Or
don't,
sometimes you don't tell it to me.
Sometimes I don't. So I did. So
in the case of today.
In the case of today. So today I thought it would be good to have a talk about or a sharing of experiences about two, maybe three things that you are feeling good about in this current situation right now that we find ourselves in. So I'm looking for the something that is a bright spot.
Oh, okay.
Just to
Yeah.
just to flesh that out a little bit more. Something that you identify as a bright spot.
Oh, I can do that.
In this time. Okay, that's good. Okay, so ready, set, go.
Okay, well, one of the brightest spots that I'm feeling right now is the change of the season.
Ah!
That's huge for me because it is getting, even though it still is winter here and we're not out of the woods yet as far as storms and rain and such, even through that, you can still see at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, it's still light.
I totally agree with you.
I love it.
It totally changes my disposition. And I love the fact that, because I kind of get up a little early, that even now at like 6:30, it's starting to look like something's happening in the sky.
Like if we wanted to go for a walk at 7, it would already be morning time.
Yeah. Yes.
Instead of waiting till 8 o'clock just to get some kind of light.
Right.
So that is like probably my number one, which sounds like it might be one that you share as well.
Well, I'll pick another one.
Okay. You want me to go again?
Yes.
I have to say I haven't been very public about this, but I don't usually go public with things on Facebook and stuff, but I am very happy to have been gifted the vaccination. Mm-hmm. And I just had my second one this month, February, and it was just about being at the right place at the right time, and I really didn't think I was going to be keen on getting it one way or another, and certainly didn't have a reason as far as pre-existing conditions or vulnerabilities to get it. And it was offered to me spontaneously because otherwise it was going to be wasted. And it just came into my head to say yes. And so I feel really good about that. And I love that more and more people are choosing to do that and feeling good about it. So that's a really positive thing, I think, for me. And I think many people, from what people are, telling me, are feeling good about that. And then, let's see, what's the third one? I don't know. I just...
We can come back to you.
Yeah, let's come back to me. Let's hear a couple of yours.
I think that I definitely am happy that we moved back here when we did. And it was right before, it was like a year before everything changed. And that during this time, I've been really able to explore not myself, explore music and really just different formats of presenting that to people, um, and that has really been a great outlet for me, um, and that people seem to really enjoy it. It seems to be well received, so that's nice. And then I've been able to branch out um, into other forms like on Spotify and Apple Music. That's really been a blessing and a gift. I would say the obvious one is that if I had to be in lockdown with anybody, you know, it's definitely, I'm thankful that it's you.
Oh,
Um, I'm getting a little verklempt because it's, it's a lot.
mm, it's been a lot. Yeah, it's a lot. It's been almost a year now.
It's a lot, but I'm so grateful for that. So that, and then I'm also very happy and looking forward to the spring when we can start planting our garden again.
Yes, I feel like that's just around the corner.
Yeah,
Because technically the spring will be March 20th, I think it is, because you're doing a sunset, a morning sunrise.
the equinox.
Yes,
Is
the
it the
spring.
equinox?
Yes, the vernal equinox.
It's the equinox.
Exactly.
So I would say just back to, I am again just grateful that I have somebody to be with during this time, and that we love each other,
We do love each other.
and that it's not out of having to be together.
No.
It's because we want to be together.
Yes. Well, some of the stay at home is because we've had to do that.
But you know what I mean.
But yes,
like
exactly.
in the same house,
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, we've made it work out for us, But it's not too surprising that we would make it work out for us.
And then I would say the other thing is the kittens. The kittens have been such a source of joy.
Really, truly. And it's kind of funny because it is a project that we've done together and done really well. We've created really great kittens.
We like to think
We
so.
like to think so. Yeah.
I don't know what they would say if they could talk to us, but they seem to be well adjusted.
And people seem to like them. When people do come to visit, they seem to like the cats.
We got them from a rescue.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
rescue was it?
I can't remember the name of it. Central Valley, I think. It was out in Quinault area on the peninsula.
Yeah.
And they had goats, they had pigs, they had ostriches,
Lex was
that had
trying
all
to
been.
bring home a goat at one point.
They had all kinds, and we went into this cat room, and it was just filled to the brim with kittens, many of whom were black females that we were kind of had our sights on, and that was a joy. It didn't take long at all for our kittens to choose us. Magic chose Chris by reaching out her hand to touch Chris, and then I picked Jinx up, and the rest is history.
It was all over. They are currently now listening to us as we are broadcasting this podcast, so I think that's kind of cute.
Yeah, they have been such a joy in the past, since we got them in September. The past almost 6 months was really nice for the final long stretch of winter. To have something to focus on other than the fact that we're still in the house with no jobs, sitting here.
Yes, finding things to do.
I'm also super happy for myself that I am an avid reader. And if anybody needs any hot tips on some good novels, I've borrowed them all online from the library, so I have a nice little tidy list of ones I can recommend to you.
Yeah, I've really kind of upped my listening with the library. It's a great resource. So if any of you spend a lot of time in the car, I would recommend, books, obviously music, but books are nice too. Audiobooks. I listen to them quite a bit on my daily walks with the dog, and podcasts are actually a great thing too. So, did you have
Yeah,
anything
one
else?
other thing as I'm thinking about this, Leticia, our friend Leticia, mentioned this on Facebook this morning when I looked at it, and it is so true. Every day and every night, I give gratitude and thanks for my good health. And I've got a few people in my life that are really struggling with different things, not necessarily COVID related, but um, that are in my age group and peers of ours. And it's just like, oh my God, thank you so much for my good health. So that's something that just not just in this time, but maybe especially in this time, really strikes me to not just take that for granted. So,
Yes, I mean, I think we actively um, do things to promote that as well.
mhm.
And so it is nice when you look around. I mean, I don't think I've had a cold since I stopped traveling
Mhm.
to Riverside. So that's been nice, and we have both, I think, really focused on being well, eating well, um, and
Thinking positively,
yeah,
all of that stuff that
those
helps.
things those things are really important. So I think, in closing, the last thing I would say is for everybody out there that's listening is, keep going. Um, I know it might be tough, um,
It's going to get better.
but it will get better.
And also just think about the things that you are when it strikes you that boy, I'm really grateful for this or grateful for that. Share it. Say it out loud. Say it out loud to a friend. Write it
Write
down.
it down.
Do a podcast or
Yeah.
just get it out there and promote that positive sharing.
Spread the
Because we're
joy.
all real good about bitching and moaning to each other, but sometimes we forget to like really say, hey, you know what? I am just having the best day. How are you doing? Or today kind of sucks. Tell me what's going well for you. That kind of back and forth
Yeah,
sharing, whatever. But just to, yeah, get it out there, raise the vibration.
that's a good point to end on. See you next month.
Great. Bye bye, you guys.